So how do you play football? In football, there's 4 quarters that are each 15 minutes long. And at the end of the game, if it is tied, it goes to overtime. In the regular season, if it's still tied up at overtime, it's a tie. In the playoffs, if it's tied after overtime, it goes to a second overtime, and so on. In football, there is a line of scrimmage where the ball is placed. That determines where the ball is placed. And a line to gain. So basically, you can pass or run the football to try to pass the line to gain. If past the line to gain, then there's a new line to gain that's 10 yards away. And eventually do that a bunch, and you get a 6-point touchdown. And also downs. If you don't make it to the line again, either from like an incomplete pass, a sack, a run that doesn't go as far, you get another down. So if you're first down, it goes to second down, third down, and third down, fourth down. In third down, you usually punt because if you don't make the conversion at fourth down, it's a turnover and the other team gets the ball. Now, time for scoring. I said before that a touchdown is worth 6 points, but you can also take a conversion or a pad attempt, which you kick it in to the posts and you get a point. Or you can just run it into the end zone for 2 points. There's also other ways to score, which is the field goal, where you can kick it into the posts if anywhere in the field. Well, don't make it too far. Don't make it like an 80-yard field goal. And there's also, in rare cases, a safety, where if you sack another team's quarterback or another team runs or whatever in their own end zone, your team gets 2 points. Another rare instance is a 1-point safety, but that's very complicated, and I think that's for another time. Another part of football is flags. If you do something wrong that violates the rules in the game, you get a flag. A flag can either bring your team backwards on the field 5, 10, or 15 yards, or can bring the team forwards if the defense makes the flag 5, 10, or 15 yards. There's many types of flags, but that's way too many flags. There's a lot of flags, and I probably can't fit it all in this video, so. One of the more less known parts of football is the coach's challenge. So if the coach of a team doesn't agree with the play, like they don't think they caught that, or they think they caught that, or it wasn't a touchdown, or it was a flag and stuff, the coach throws a red flag on the field saying, "I don't agree with this, review it hard." And then they can overturn the play, like they say, "Oh, yeah, you're right, that didn't actually happen. You didn't score a touchdown." Or it can still happen, like basically the coach got it wrong. He thought that the other team didn't score a touchdown, but they actually did score a touchdown. And if the coach got it wrong and threw a flag for basically no reason, then they lose a timeout. What is a timeout? A timeout is a thing that stops the clock, mainly used in times where you really just need to stop that clock because you need to go down the end zone for the touchdown. You don't want the clock to run out before the game ends. Another thing about football is the offense and the defense. Unlike flag football, there is people that are specialized for offense and other people for defense. A player doesn't play offense and defense. He either plays offense or defense. Each team can also have 11 offense people or defense people on the field. If they exceed this limit, then it's too many men on the field, which is a flag. But what if there's 10 people on the field? Well, that's fine. Well, that's just idiotic of the coach. I don't think that's a flag, since that's just stupid if you could do that. It's like a power play, but in football. So, another thing is there's also backups for the offense and defense people. They can have backups or third strings, and even in rare cases, fourth strings. And that is football explained.